not in a comfortable position. Beat it with a hammer. Hey! Sharp Customs, we're rolling. Follow along. We got a kind of a, I woke up this morning and the camera girl's like, I didn't like the wood stove because I thought maybe you wanted to fix it. Because yesterday I noticed some, I'll show you the piece. I'll show you the piece that was on there. So I got some new pieces. That's what we're into. We're kind of redoing the whole wood stove pipe and whatnot. And actually, it wasn't even my idea. It was the camera girl's idea. She goes, "Hey, why don't we film a little bit of this? Something a little different. You know, people don't. Let's go for a little walk. I'll gab when I get over there. It's a little tight, man. There's stuff. There's stuff all over the place. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the music off. Look what I picked up. Where's the old, let me drag this beast over. Yeah, we're going to the wood stove, but there you go. This is my old, I love this vise. This vise, nice and big, a number 6. As you can see, the head broke off of it a couple of times. Here's the head. I'm not going to throw it away because I might make a whole new, this piece here, I might make it new with a new head and make it all out of like real heavy 1/2-inch steel. I have a base, so I picked this one up. Turns out it's exactly identical to that one, and it was a freebie. It was a freebie, but the base, as you can, this was the base. The ear was knocked off of it. But my base, this vise fit perfect on this base, which was beautiful. And yeah, one of these, I don't know what you call it, part of the vise, you know, the holder, the chuck, whatever. Both these holes were stripped out, so this wasn't being held on. So I had to, I tapped it, put some inserts and a couple smaller bolts, but they work perfect, nice and tight. All right, back over here to the wood stove. So yeah, you know, when you get into this kind of stuff, it's you know, you think it's one small little thing that you need to fix, and you start taking it apart. Now, I don't know if I can grab the pieces. They're out here. I'm just grabbing one piece. Well, I'll grab one piece. I stepped on it. I crushed it. So this was the taper. This was the taper off of this collar. But it was never ever right when I did it, you know, a while back. Because this piece was all squished. It was all squished inside there. It went inside. It really shouldn't go inside. It should go over the outside as a better fit. But as you can see, it was pretty rusty. This is all, the collar was rusted. I could actually see fire, you know, trickling. It wasn't coming out of here, but I could see it down in the stove. Another interesting thing about the stove, get rid of that, because that's what I'm remaking. I'm remaking the lower collar. So this here, that's my damper plate. Because years and years ago I put the tube through the stove, and of course you see the big coil around there's no stovepipe there. I threw the tube outside because it was so filthy, dirty, dusty. We'll put it back on, but it blows heat through that. I've mentioned that in other videos. It blows heat, you know, kind of like a heat exchanger. But this was flat at one point in its life, and it wraps this pipe inside and goes down to the back as a, you know, it's just what I call a damper plate. It just blocks the hole, so the flames got to go up and around it. But that was quarter plate. Like, you know, that's probably 7 years. 7 years of having fires in there, but that's how much it warped. Pretty funky. But you can also see how much it actually, up here, it's not quite a quarter, but you can see how it thinned out like that, and that's just from heat. That's pretty crazy. That's crazy, you know, probably moisture, condensation, all that crap. I'm going to take this outside and I'm going to beat it with the sledgehammer and see if I can make it straight again. We'll see what happens. But so, this is the plan. We've got, I'm using all 1/8. That's going to go on there. Slip over the outside like it should. This piece, once I got to clean it, you know, you just watch me cut it. It's going to get welded to that piece. And then as you can see on this piece of black pipe, I've already welded a piece of 1/8. And I was gonna put it up like this and do little strips, you know, or a cone and make it taper. And I was like, I don't even think. Yeah, I had to make a new damper. Got some support on it so it doesn't warp. Normally you would use a cast iron damper because they don't warp. But I dropped mine on the floor and it was so thinned out that it fell apart. It's not here, it's over on the other bench. This one will work. I'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, so more 1/8 with the damper. I'm just going to put that on there. Mark a hole. Cut a hole in this plate. Weld her up solid. Finish running my pipe. Bob's your uncle. You know, and then I might actually put this, I might put it to the back a wee bit like so. That way I can pull I would like to get my stove away from it. A little more clearance on the wall. It doesn't really get too hot up behind the black pipe, but right behind the stove it gets pretty warm. And we don't move vehicles in and out of this. Well, the garage door doesn't even exist anymore back here. It's just a man door. So, yeah, and what we do, how I get this in place, you know, because up there I've got the, I think it's 12-inch zero clearance insulated pipe. That stick of wood that's up there, I'm surprised at that stick of wood. The black pipe goes right beside it. I'm actually going to swap that out for a piece of angle iron to hold my insulated pipe. What I do is I get this edge just below the flange on the insulated, and then I put the floor jack, as you can see I got the floor jack. I put it under the stove, jack it up into place where it's got to reside, and then I put blocks. I put blocks under the feet to hold it up that you know, 2.5 inches. And then if we ever got to do maintenance again, which, you know, yeah, you always got to replace your black pipe. It doesn't last. This stuff's been cooking for, oh, I'm going to say 6, 7, maybe 8 years. So it was due. And there you have it. Got to see something a little different. You know the routine, man. Share, like, subscribe. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Peace. I'm out.